So boom, I hit her up. She was like, "Bet my butt hurt."
Yar!
Damn, that's loud.
Wow.
Yeah,
I had to wake us up, bruh. You know we in the stew on the late night tip, 11:53 p.m. and we need some energy in here. You know what I mean?
Sir, I have energy.
You have to
Bro, I
come in
got
like a
enough
dang
energy.
Soldier Boy
Yeah.
track.
Yeah, you need to cut up. We cutting up.
I definitely just drank a free coffee, so I'm cool.
828.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to another
Thank
episode
you,
of the
Jerdo.
Forward Podcast.
You already know what it is.
It's your boy Jerdo Ben in here. You know me. Yang, 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 yang.
See, this is what happens when we don't record after a while and then we get back in the stew. We don't know how to act. But what's going on, y'all? It's TJ.
You already know. The
I
one
say
and
so
only.
niggas forgot their name now.
You already know.
Okay.
Bro.
Niggas ain't been in the studio. They don't know nothing no more.
What's the illustrious Jacoby Watson.
Ooh,
Spell
Yeah.
illustrious, Nick.
I know how to spell it
got
too,
you, I
so
got you, I
I'm
got
ready.
you. ILLUSTRIOUS.
No, you missed the I.
I'm about to say, is
It's the
that
second
right?
I after the second L.
I was
you had it
close.
pretty
I
much.
was close.
All right,
Trying to be Jacoby and the B.
You're.
it's your boy DJ ASAP Jubilant. I'm about to make a bunch of Euphoria references, so if y'all not gonna get it, y'all
Here we
need to
go
watch
again.
it. All right, it's your boy DJ ASAP Jubilant in the cut like Nate Jacobs' sexuality, in the cut like Jewel's arm when she cut it when Nate Jacobs tried to pull up on her, and in the cut like
Fam,
McKay's
yo,
feelings.
Mike,
You
you
were
loud.
so
You loud. Turn it down, my brother.
I said.
You are screaming, sir.
Yeah.
And we don't need that.
I
I'm
apologize
adjusting.
for my
Okay,
outburst.
thank you.
I apologize
We got
for
it.
my outburst.
My man's
Yeah,
was
we
in the
good,
cut
we
like
No,
any
no.
other
Hey,
cut.
wait. Hold on.
Moving
hold
on.
No, because I still got one more joke to
Come
go.
on.
In the cut.
Look, now your thing cut off because you kept taking too long.
Oh man.
Can we get serious now? Because
Yeah,
you know we
we
like to always
definitely-
start off serious.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
We can't get serious.
So,
Well, who want to break the ice?
if y'all don't know, now y'all know. In the past weekend, there were two
Put
major...
a date on it.
3.
Huh?
Put a
Three.
date on it.
3. August... Hold on.
Third.
Thank you. August 3rd, we had 3 mass shootings. The two most... I don't know what to say at this point. I'm tired of these mass shootings. What?
We started with El Paso
El Paso and... we
In a
had-
Walmart.
and a Walmart.
In a Walmart.
Then later that day we got Dayton.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the LA one happened or the Cali one
So
happened?
so the El Paso one was, I believe, on Saturday, and then the Dayton and the other one were on Sunday
Okay.
But technically speaking,
in
the Dayton
Gilroy,
one,
California.
yeah, the Dayton one was at 2:00 in the morning. So
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
But,
Pretty
you
much.
know,
Still in the same day.
Yeah.
still a 24-hour span. So we would like to say prayers, and take a moment of silence to respect all the victims that was lost. So. Okay, respect to them. Yeah, it's just ridiculous out here with the gun violence.
Yeah.
Video games aren't the reason.
Hold on. Let's explain each one real quick before we give our opinions on it. So, El Paso, who want to start talking about that one first? If
All right,
anybody got their homework.
El Paso has been recorded with 22 confirmed killed. I didn't get a injured number, but I'm sure. I mean, if 22 people died, I can only assume that the injured number would be
It's got to be in the
somewhere
upper
around that
30s.
same. Yeah, around. I'd probably say anywhere from 20 to 35, maybe 40. And with the Dayton, I know 10 dead and 27 injured.
Yeah.
I actually knew a couple people that were like in the area during the time of the shootings. And
Same.
Do you know the area? What it was called? I know it was like a popular bar place.
It was. I couldn't. I can't remember off the top of my head. It was. Hold on. Now the Gilroy, California shooting. I didn't even hear about that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
I didn't even know there was a third shooting.
Yeah, they said it
Updated
was
out.
3 killed and 13 wounded.
Jesus.
This happened on at the popular food festival that they have going on there. The Gilroy. This is in Gilroy. Police. It's just crazy, y'all.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just crazy.
it's-
So
it's-
this is the reality that we live in, unfortunately,
definitely is.
and now we're going through this repeated cycle where we are literally going through a mass shooting. Everyone is a politician at this point, and everyone has their opinions on gun control.
Yep.
We argue about it for about a week or two.
Mhm.
We do all the funerals and give our respects and our condolences.
Mhm.
And then after a few months, everybody go about their day like nothing happened until another mass shooting happens. And then the cycle continues.
Yep.
And it's getting very tiring. And I know people that's done lost loved ones to these mass shootings are very sick of seeing and hearing about this because they have loved ones that were involved in this said incident. And they feel like there's no justice to be found in it because they feel like, yeah, we keep having these issues, but what are we doing to prevent or stop them? If that makes any sense.
Nah,
Yeah,
I
it
totally
does.
understand and agree with what you're saying. And it's crazy that mass shootings are happening so often now that we like, dang, another one, instead of being like,
Yeah,
oh my God, a mass shooting.
yeah.
But it's just like, well, there go another one.
I feel like it's the climate of the area. Well, not area, but the country we in. I mean, not to put all the blame on the president because I'm not about to just sit on this whole podcast and just bash Trump the whole time. But Donald Trump, his supporters, I'm not gonna say him, but his supporters tend to be on the far left side of hatred
The
and
spectrum.
Far right side. 'Cause-
I'm you know what I mean.
okay.
But they tend to be on the far side with being hateful and racist, and like the one who did the what was the biggest one, the El Paso shooting.
Mm-hmm.
He was an avid Trump supporter. Like he
Yeah.
on his Twitter,
My man
he wrote a
spelled-
memoir for Trump
My man spelled Trump with guns.
with
He
guns,
did.
and it's
Shake
just
my
like
head.
for him to be our president, he should not be okay with his supporters taking these type of actions or, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's-
agree with you. It's like there's a lot of combinations to it. One, it's like one Malika was saying, we're getting desensitized to the amount of violence that we're seeing on a day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
Two,
in Cincinnati, but that's another story.
Two, with Adam, with how you were saying, like with the Trump supporters, it doesn't help. Like it doesn't help that we have a person in the seat of power who also shares not saying that he agrees 100%, but he has those same ideals when it comes to like people of different races, of different color. He has those same negative appeals, and if for someone to be in that seat of a power and they're able to show that off and not face any repercussions for it, it only empowers like the everyday day-to-day citizens. Like, oh, if he can do it, why can't I do it too?
Exactly.
And thus
Right.
that leads to more shootings and more hate crimes and more things like that.
And it's sad because it's literally scaring our country. It's making people feel
Yeah.
like they can't go anywhere without feeling upset. And like I know you posted on your story, but I saw earlier before on your story that there was a motorcycle that had backfired in New York at Times Square. Very popular place. A lot of people go there. A lot of people check it out. But because of that motorcycle and the sound that it made, a lot of people thought
There was
another shooting.
Yeah.
So the video, you just
White,
see
bruh.
mass people getting up through in Times Square, and people were, the officials like, "What? Why are y'all running?" And people was like, "You ain't just hear that?"
Yeah.
And that says a lot. Like when
It
I saw that,
does.
I was like, that video speaks volumes.
It
Like
does.
that just lets you know the state of our society and our country is on
Literally.
right now. Like the fact that we are really afraid to even go. Like the El Paso thing happened in a Walmart.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The Dayton thing was at a popular bar scene. For us, that's like OTR. That can literally happen.
Literally
You know what I'm saying?
happened at Treehouse,
Everyday
bruh.
scenario.
Bruh, that whole
Everyday-
street, Main Street.
Everyday scenario.
You know what I'm saying? Like that can happen anywhere, whatever city you live in or wherever place you at. That can happen in any popular or non-popular area you're at, and it's just sad. It's just crazy because it just makes you not even want to go anywhere, like
It definitely
do stuff
does.
because
Yeah.
you have to think about these things. You have to be aware of what is going on in your surroundings, and because apparently we got people with just ARs just
Yeah.
shooting
And
shit
it's,
up. Like
it's
you know
crazy
what I'm
because just the other day I saw a Facebook post and it was like it's sad to realize that like telling someone to get home safe nowadays
Bro.
that has such a
It's such an impact.
It's such an impact compared to like how we
Bro.
used to say it
Yeah.
casually, like maybe like what
You know
2
it's
to 3 years
crazy?
ago.
I made a Facebook status because I seen an old friend of mine from high school about 2 or 3 years ago in Madisonville after dropping one of my homies off from work. And I was just like, we was just kicking it, talking, reminiscing, da-da-da. And he was like, all right, bro, be safe out here. And I don't know why, but when he said it to me, I was like, dang, I really got to be safe out here.
You
Fam,
do.
people
Yeah.
really
You do.
wilding.
People really
Especially this summer. Subject
Cincy's
change,
been- nah, yeah,
transition.
go ahead.
Bro,
Good
so
transition.
for all of any of our followers that are not familiar with what's been going on in Cincinnati, it has been an extremely large wave of violence for
It's been
whatever
full.
reason just going on here. It's like, for those of y'all who are up here for the summer of 2015, it's like that. Cause I remember when before I even got out of high school, in the month of May, it's like 26 homicides and 33 shootings that month.
Yeah.
Just in the back, off the strength, bro. It hadn't even hit June yet.
I didn't even know that.
This summer, it got so bad that they considering calling in the National Guard to stop in the violence.
That I honestly think that would be a bad / good thing. Good thing for the fact of it would definitely slow down the violence, but it's a bad thing because that's the first step in martial law.
Yep.
And we do not need
We do
that.
not need no
We do
martial
not
law
need
at this
martial
point.
law.
Because then people really going to start acting
Oh, they
a
won't
fool.
send them?
Nah, so I'm looking at the article now from the Cincinnati.com, actually. And they were saying Ohio won't send the National Guard to Cincinnati to curb violence, so pretty much babysit, because they feel like it's not that big of a threat. Like, it is an issue, but they're just like, we're not going to have them come by. But they were definitely – I know the governor was making actions of like, yo, we need to get the National Guard because we feel like our police is not enough to stop, because there's been a lot of just – craziness stuff
Bro,
going on
I
in the
lost
city,
one of my
like,
best friends from junior high school to gun violence this past week, bro.
salty about that still.
That hurt, bro.
Still
I
salty
was like,
about that.
that's so random, bro. Big random.
It's crazy.
I
So
Yeah. Just I was
I
gonna
don't know. Now that go ahead. What you gonna say?
say, I was just gonna take my like final take on this.
Mhm.
Kind of like because Adam said something earlier, and it made me think like I feel like and nothing will not change. Like these kind of like things that's happening going on, I feel like nothing will change until because you know what they say, if you can't learn from your past mistakes, you're doomed to repeat it.
If you
That's
don't
hard.
learn your
That's a-
history,
Fact.
Say that again, bro. That's
Bro,
actually a
I've
real.
been
Say that
saying
again,
that,
bro.
years.
That's a
If
good
you do
one.
not learn the mistakes of your past, you are doomed to repeat it.
if you don't learn your history, you do. I've been saying
I
that
like
for
that.
And
years,
it's-
I like that. That's
And I
a
think, like,
good quote.
If I feel like, because I know people been talking about like, oh, we need to have stricter gun laws, this, and this, and I'm like, honestly, what we really need to have, like, if someone wants to own a gun, again, I don't know why people are buying ARs. We don't need ARs.
Yeah.
But if you must insist on getting an AR, I feel like if minimal with everything that's going on, you have to be able to pass a mental health check.
Yeah.
And, our president repealed what Obama put in place, which forced that. He repealed it instantly. So you don't have to get a mental check. You can just go in there, background check, get a gun.
Because people are like when people are like trying to feel like, but what's the cause of this? Man, when you look at a lot of these past shooters,
white people.
man, it's not even about them being
He
white. It's not
actually
even
put that on
about them
Front
being
Street.
white. 9 times out of 10, there is some issue that is messing with them psychologically to where they are not in their right state of mind.
To
See,
own,
whether-
to
whether-
own a weapon
saying-
like
Yeah,
that.
whether it be having like whether it could be like just like they're having like a mental disorder or like a lack of like parentship in the household, anything like that. Like I don't think like a lot of people don't realize the smallest things can affect you mentally,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
and
as
that can
a-
have such a huge effect on you in the long run. So if y'all want to get something changed, we need mental health checks with
Agreed.
people that want to buy ARs. I don't understand why they want to have ARs, but if they need to have
You
it,
don't
they
even need
want
to
to feel
go
safe to
hunting
have
with
it.
an AR. Like, that's not
You know
even a
what's crazy?
proper weapon.
I
to
just
hunt.
wanted to have an AR to keep in the house in case somebody tried to try something. Because somebody see an AR, they're going to be like, oh, shit. I ain't
I
messing
mean, if
with
Well,
somebody
I don't
come
know,
in and
'cause
see a
niggas-
pistol or a Glock
Yeah,
or
like,
I don't
30,
know,
they
bro.
still
A
gonna
gun-
get
If somebody
yeah, like-
with a pistol got a pistol, it's like, okay, we just going to have to shoot it out. But if I got an AR, you're not going to try me. Come on now, be real.
I mean, some people be like, I got a faster trigger hand than you. What's up?
Yeah,
You don't.
nah.
All right, bro.
But then again,
That's all I'm saying.
I'm just like I don't know.
See,
That's what I think should have.
my thing is with the gun control, I don't understand why the people who are such advocates for guns have a problem with mental
Oh,
health
they be
checks.
big mad about
Like,
that.
why do you have a problem with getting your mental check before you can get a weapon that
Oh,
can
that's
kill another person?
violating my Second Amendment
They be
right.
quick
You
to bring up
right.
that Second
They
Amendment.
already have their guns.
Literally.
They
though.
do.
Yeah.
Y'all got
They
y'all's.
do.
What y'all care for?
Like
Y'all not shooting up people.
And then it's not even
The
that.
gun's not the issue. It's definitely
It's
the person.
people.
It's the
It's
person
the
control.
person.
But it's the fact that people with mental issues that have a weapon like that, it gives them power.
It
When you
does.
give someone that type of power that's not in the right state of mind, they don't
They want to
know.
use that. They're gonna flex
Yeah.
that power.
Exactly.
And
They
the
don't know
worst-
how to properly use it.
The worst thing I say about this whole situation is the fact that instead of facing the actual problem of the terrorism in our own country, the president decides
Domestic
to direct
terrorism.
and use other ways to approach the problem by not addressing what the main problem really is. We all see that it's racists who are doing this.
Right.
Like the El Paso shooting, he literally drove to El Paso to target Hispanic people.
Oh, bro, what from
Yes,
El Paso?
no, he drove there
Oh,
to
damn.
target Hispanic people.
From where?
I'm not sure where he drove from, but he drove there.
See,
Was
I
it
ain't know that.
Texas?
Yeah, I didn't.
Huh?
Was it Texas?
Yeah, he drove to Texas. Drove to El
No,
Paso,
I'm saying,
Texas.
was he from Texas?
No, he
Oh.
drove across state lines to
With the AR.
yes,
Bruh,
Bruh.
Texas
Yes.
is a big state, bruh.
yes.
Like,
But it's also one of the biggest hubs for Hispanic people.
that's also
But-
true.
It's
but my point
basically
is
a whole
that's
Mexican
wild.
city in America.
Yeah,
But
but
I was
that's
gonna say because like I
wild.
think we low key been going on the subject just a little long.
We
We
have.
have.
I was
Okay.
just say I'm gonna just say this. When at the end of the day, the main thing when it comes to Trump and his supporters, they need to at some point there's gonna be a major event happening where they're gonna have to take accountability for like he's
Like,
gonna
me
have
too.
someone's gonna have to take
Somebody gonna try to shoot up the
credibility
White House.
accountability.
See, one thing
I'm
I
so serious though.
We'll see.
That's
see,
what it's gonna
I
take.
can
Somebody gonna have to
see
try to shoot
no
up the White
like I can
Don't get
see
no
why
ideas.
you would say that, but I don't know if anything like Trump. I'm sure Trump has received death threats at this point.
He probably
Yeah,
has.
I know.
He
There's-
been.
there's
He
no way-
got
there's
him
no
the minute
way.
he got the office.
There's no
Probably
way.
during his
There's no
campaign.
way.
Come on now. Come on now. He's
But at
been
the
getting
same
that.
time, it's just like I don't know. I feel like there's just something like still covering Trump because it feels like I feel like there's still something like because it's like okay, he's messing up. We see he's messing up, but no one for some reason no one wants to take action against him.
And
there has to be a reason why.
I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Because one thing that is scary and that I never really noticed, how many Trump supporters are here in Cincinnati?
Bro, you
Alone.
said I live next to a Trump supporter,
Like
and I
It's a lot
had
it's
no
crazy
idea.
because
It's a
people
lot
who
of
you
them.
wouldn't even expect to be Trump supporters are.
yeah.
Yep.
People I went
So
to high
it's like
school
he
with.
has a lot more support than you would think he
No,
does.
he does.
As much as outrageous as he is, people mess with him. And I don't
And
get
this
it,
is
but-
why we need you to vote.
No, but really,
Y'all
God.
need to
no.
vote.
No, really,
But I
get
don't-
registered.
Voting.
What's
It
crazy
all
is-
comes back to
Registered
voting.
vote, please.
It
Please.
all
Yes.
comes back to voting.
Please.
You see, his supporters are strong because they voted for him.
and he
Yeah.
won.
We need
Yeah.
people to vote.
Literal, bro.
If you are one of those people that complain about stuff not getting changed and you didn't vote, you need to shut up because you ain't put your part in. You know what I'm saying? You ain't do nothing.
That's
so
like
please
trying to be the jump
vote.
master and relinquishing.
I just want a wholesome president who doesn't. Actually, he don't even gotta be wholesome. Just don't try to kill. us
Obama's
all.
still my president. I ain't going.
Almost.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And we're going to leave it at
Hold
that.
on,
So,
Did you see
I
his
want-
statement about the shootings? His
Nah,
statement was
yeah.
better than the president's.
I believe that.
Yeah,
his
I'm
statements
not
are always
surprised.
better
There's
than
one
what
more
Trump's
thing I
talking about.
wanted to say, and that was referring back to Jacob when he said people when they get guns, they they start to lose their mind. If you have not seen it, go watch the movie Juice. It is literally the perfect example of what
Yeah.
happens when you give somebody too much power, bro.
Yep,
It's not
they,
a good
they don't
mental
know
state.
they don't know how to control it. And
It-
okay, yeah, so yeah, I agree with you on that too. And from that point, we're gonna pretty much wrap up that section. I mean, we can definitely talk about this like longer, of course, but this whole episode isn't dedicated to that. But our thoughts and prayers do go out to all of those who lost loved ones and was involved in such a tragedy that happened in our country and whatnot. But please do let us know what y'all think in the comments about all the stuff that's been going on and what y'all think should be the answer or what y'all think should be
Yeah.
done. So
Y'all stay safe out there too.
yeah, stay safe out there too as well. So, moving on, we're gonna go ahead and transition to a little bit of music news. Be brief. So ASAP Rocky is finally home from Sweden.
Yup.
Donald
They
Trump.
finally. You said,
I was about to say that.
I mean that ain't changed, but you know what I'm saying. If you don't know what was going on with Rocky, pretty much Rocky got caught up in an incident in Sweden where they said that he assaulted this man only because he kept antagonizing him and
Him
whatnot.
and his
But
crew assaulted him.
his crew, yeah, and they pretty much locked him up for like a month, pretty
Yeah.
much. And it got to the point where like all these people was like, free Rocky, free Rocky. I guess Kanye and some other people that's close to Trump was like, yo, Mr. Trump, can you talk to the people in Sweden, let Rocky go in there? And Trump act like he was Rocky's best friend from the day. So out of nowhere, Trump is tweeting stuff like, you know, Rocky is an American citizen and he needs to come home. Sweden, we have a good relationship, so you know that, blah, blah, blah. All that. Anywho, you know, some people want to claim Trump brought Rocky home. That's cap, but
Apparently,
Pepper.
they
Straight pepper.
threatened Sweden for them to bring Rocky home.
I doubt that's. I doubt that's the case.
I'm not
I
gonna
can actually
hold you.
kind of believe that. I
I'm
would
not
be
gonna hold you
surprised.
because
I
they basically owe us. We supply them with a lot of stuff, and
Yeah.
basically Trump came to them with the idea of
He said, hey,
just
this
just
how love
just let them go and we won't
The thing is,
we
though,
won't
like,
cause a
'cause
problem.
The thing, the only reason I'm not saying it is because like when I read the article, they were just pretty much saying like at this point because the trial and stuff is over with.
Mm-hmm.
They were still waiting on the verdict. The verdict will be delivered on August 14th.
That's
But-
coming up real soon.
But they were just like, all right, well the trial's over with, so they didn't have any reason. They were
It's
like,
like, we don't
they just
have
didn't have any
anything
reason to
to
keep him,
Keep
keep
him, yeah.
him and his crew in Sweden. So it's like, y'all can go home now. We don't.
we,
need-
we had y'all.
You don't need to
long
do
enough.
anymore. You don't need to do any more jail time. Y'all can go home now.
So he's back now. He linked up with Tyler. They had a little playful studio session. BFF
Yeah.
forever. They had a little fun time. So
Boy.
that's going on. We never getting Wang Sap though. So you
Not
know
at
what I'm
all.
saying? We
That
don't.
ain't never.
We gonna
We
keep
ain't never
that
getting
dream.
Wayne Sapp.
Yeah.
We
So
ain't never getting Colin Kendrick.
we're not gonna talk
We
about
might
that.
get Wang Sap.
But yeah, so that happened. So that's moving on.
Yeah.
Rick Ross is dropping Port to Miami 2.
Oh,
Indeed.
That's coming out tomorrow tonight. Don't do that.
no.
I'm not
no.
gonna sleep, but I'm definitely just gonna listen to it.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna keep an open mind.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. If you're a Ross fan, check it out.
People
If you
be
never
acting
really
like
listen to
Rick
Ross,
Ross
I
don't
say
make
give it a
bangers.
try. Just hear what he got to say. He gonna have some features on there, so
You know
you
he
know what I'm saying. You know he gonna have some
The
stuff.
track list already out.
So
Hold on.
definitely. What you doing your Drake hand for?
Did you just try to say
I don't like Rick Ross.
You just tried to say he don't got bangers though? You about to act like
Nah, that's cap. You know
Okay,
Ross.
Malik,
Nah, don't touch
no,
me.
no,
Hold on, wait a
Malik,
minute.
That argument
His
is invalid.
his
I'm not
bangers,
gonna
I
lie.
like his bangers for his features that he has on the bangers.
Okay, so Malik, before you continue,
I
that,
cannot argue.
I'm
with
gonna
that
just tell you
statement.
this.
Okay.
If there's one thing I know with Adam, he got one of the most pettiest reasons for not liking Rick.
He
He
don't
rap
like Rick
about
Ross.
rich
Rich
nigga
stuff.
shit,
I
and
know.
I'm not.
So
living
do
that
other
lifestyle.
rappers.
No, but the way he does it is so intrinsic.
It's exquisite.
Right, he talking about
He do it
eating
with
pears
style.
on a private island that you ain't never heard of or seen.
He a boss.
Because
Okay.
he,
I
bet
bruh,
he is.
he
I don't
lives
wanna
a
hear that.
He
lavish
own
luxu-
Wingstops.
He
I
lives
don't
a
wanna hear that.
lavish and luxurious lifestyle, and he
That's-
don't let us know that he lived that
But you
lifestyle.
listen to all the hood rich niggas,
All I'm saying
and
is
they talk
Right.
about all
And
the
I
hood
don't,
rich
I don't like
niggas
his,
do.
I don't like his
she's
voice
so
on music
fresh.
either.
Diced pineapples, yeah, my baby tastes the best.
Alright,
I really
alright.
lost my mind.
Anywho.
All right, calm
Stop
down.
touching me, Jacob.
Calm down,
Sorry.
man. Breathe.
Well, I don't know, but
Anywho.
if you're a Ross fan, look forward to that. That's dropping.
Yeah, that's
Some
the-
music that also came out recently. Drake finally put the care package on Apple Music. He got some loose
Flames.
songs that he dropped a while ago, a long time ago. That ain't people
Basically,
heard in a
songs
while.
you have to go to YouTube to look up.
Yeah, or SoundCloud.
Or
He put them in a
SoundCloud.
little compilation playlist
it
album,
was
whatever you want to
cool.
call
I
it.
appreciate
So
it.
if you want to reminisce back to 2011 days up to 2014 or whatever,
Yeah,
So,
20.
yeah.
Wait, when 4 a.m.
15.
in Calabasas come out? 2016.
2014,
Yeah.
5 a.m. in Toronto came out 2016.
I feel like I was in
anywho,
college.
I don't care
y'all,
about
if you're a
that.
Drake fan, you know,
Yeah.
you know.
That girl's,
But
that girl's
if you-
little
if you-
Beyonce hit different, but
yeah,
yeah.
if you want to hear them old Drake songs, get in your feels, listen to that.
That's one of my favorite Drake
YBN
songs of all
YBN
time.
YB and
Cordae,
Cordae dropped.
his debut
Great
album.
album.
Yeah, that's a really good
Yeah,
album.
I still gotta sit down.
I
and
like-
listen to it.
Thanksgiving and R
Thanks-
the one with
Rich
Anderson
Nigga
Paak.
Problems.
I like that song a
Thanksgiving
lot.
is a really good
I
song.
like that song a lot
Thanksgiving is
too.
really
My
That's a
favorite
really good
song
one.
there probably has to be, Way Back Home.
That's like
Ooh.
with
I
Ty
fuck
Dolla
with that song.
Sign.
Yep.
That's a
I'm not
good
gonna.
one.
Y'all want to see a creative video? Watch the lyric video he did for Broke as Fuck. Just watch it.
Okay.
It's like
It's nice.
it's super creative for a lyric video, and not many people are doing what he did. So shout out to YBN. That was
I
dope.
like what Corday's doing. I see
do
a
too.
good future with him. He's done a really good job with
Cordae
this
got
freshman
bars.
album, and he
He's-
got bar, and he's
he-
proven himself to people. Like, he gonna
Yeah.
keep proving himself, and I like what he's doing. So keep that up. Lost Boy drop. Chance the Rapper, Big Day.
It's
Oh,
it's
I
not,
love my wife.
it's-
I love
Stop,
my wife.
stop.
Let's go ride a
Stop.
bike.
I
With
mean,
my
like,
wife.
to be,
My
to be
friend.
honest, because like,
Let's play with a beach ball.
yeah, because like, I'm still a Chance fan, and it's like I wasn't super disappointed by the album, but I was just like, I see what you're trying to do.
Mhm.
It's not bad.
Y'all
But
mad
it's
because
not-
he's
it's
making
not me.
positive music.
It's
Yeah,
not
though.
that.
People really
it's-
mad because he love his wife though. Like
He can
dang.
love his wife, but my guy,
You love your wife, don't you?
I do. But
All right, then.
I'm not making the whole album about it though.
Why not?
I mean,
Good for him. But his fans didn't wanna hear
What
that.
were you expecting though? What, were
What
you
was I expecting?
You
Yes.
better not
Not
say
this.
acid rap.
Oh no! I'm not expecting Astro. I was expecting something worth 3 years of waiting, and he got married last year. But he's supposed to have been working on this for.
But
3
that was
years.
his long-term girlfriend, though.
Yeah.
So they've
Right.
been together.
But he made it based off of his big day.
Yeah, when he got married.
He said that was the whole basis of the album.
Yeah.
His
He
wedding
happy.
day. I understand that, but that's not what your fans want.
Maybe
You gotta
it
wait
was-
for
I
3 years
mean-
for your wedding soundtrack.
I mean, hey, but you got to look at it like this. This is his time where he feels happy, and as an artist, he has to grow and put out something that he feel like relates to how he felt at that
What you
time.
say, Adam? I wish
I'm
he
not
was going
saying-
back on drugs. So he
Yeah,
started making
yeah,
good
this
I mean,
guy.
it was-
I'm not saying I'm a big fan of the Big Day. I thought it was a decent.
I still haven't
album.
finished the second
It's
half.
not for me.
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
put it
just
like
say-
that. Like
Nope,
it's
got
a,
one more
it's
strike
not
for me.
bad, but it's not for me. Like if you really like Chance and you like the message that he's putting out and you like what he's talking about, I mean, you might like the Big Day. It is a lot of songs, 22 songs.
It is-
3 of them are
it's
skits.
a lengthy
So really,
project
you got like
together.
19
That's
Chance
another.
full
Even then,
songs.
that's
I mean-
still a lot of songs, bro.
Plus
Yeah,
you
it's
also-
still a lot.
Plus, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt for a couple reasons. One, this is his debut album. So
Technically, yes.
technically,
I ain't hearing that.
Excuses are tools of incompetence that son him not
Listen,
to
no,
anything
'cause
but
listen,
violence
ever
and
since-
nothingness. And no
ever
specializing in son
since
him accomplish
ever since
anything.
Coloring Book and everything after, I could tell he was already trying to. He was starting to progress towards like
You can tell from Comic Book.
Which I also
an
did
alternative
not care
sound.
for.
Comic Book was good.
It was okay.
It was
It
not
had some
that
songs.
bad.
It definitely had some songs.
I'm about to
but
say it was
like,
not that bad.
But you could just
like
you
Smoke Break.
knew he was getting into that transition where it's like it's not gonna be mainly hip hop. It's gonna be like an alternative mix.
Yeah. Now, some people argue they didn't like his lyrics.
I was just about to
in
say
the
that.
album.
Like his
Like, a
rapping
lot of-
was lackluster.
Yeah, a lot of people say his lyrics were kind of.
So
Yeah,
that's
some
hot
songs.
damn. stuff together.
water, hot shower.
No, that's
That's
on
so hard.
song. I
It's
ain't-
like, but what he say?
He
Right.
didn't say
He
nothing.
said, but
Nah,
he said,
But
he
they-
said, but
Switched up
didn't
the pattern.
he said, but didn't Good Burgers taught y'all that we are all dudes? I was kind of like,
I was like, if you shut
come
your-
on, bro, that you could have did a little better. Than
I
that.
just
Then my wife came in and airdropped me some nudes. I was like,
That
I mean,
part
that's how
was
you
turned
feel.
Just because of how it came in.
Yeah. No, dude. You know what I'm saying?
I
Didn't Good Burger turn some dudes? I was like,
And then they
ah.
ended with the baby and him was like, I mean, I don't know, I guess, bro. I mean, it's America, ain't it? I was like,
Ain't not supposed to have.
Hot
Yeah.
on the flight,
The
Louis
only-
V, off white.
I said,
I think the only thing like when at least from my perspective, the only positives that I could pull from the album were like the few bangers that it did have. Really, the production was probably just like that's what.
I like
kept-
the
that's what-
production.
That's what
I
really,
did like the
that's what
production
kept-
on the
the
album.
production of
For me.
everything kept me into the album.
Yeah,
That's what I can say.
you got like I like the production a
still like
lot,
this the
and I
second
just
half.
feel like people was just like not really trying to, like Adam said, not really trying to hear like a marriage type of
Yeah.
whole.
and I can
Like,
agree with
and
him
I
on
agree with that. Like, it would have been cool if he had like a couple songs of him talking about his wife, but like literally the whole album is pretty much either
Oh,
him
I
and his
love my
daughter,
wife.
3 years for
or
it too, though.
or see, that's what I kind of forgot about it. I ain't gonna lie,
I
I
did
wasn't
too.
even waiting on it.
I
Like when
wasn't.
they brought it up, I was like, oh cool, and I kept it pushing.
I was like,
Like,
they're not counting coloring book or
Right, I was
that
just
dropped in
like-
2016.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
yeah, that's 3
I'm
years.
gonna be
Yeah,
honest
Coloring
with
Book
you.
2016. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
gonna be honest with
He
you.
ain't dropped nothing since.
The minute, like, once he put Acid Rap and 10 Day on the Apple Music and all the other streaming services, I was not pressed for his new album.
Yeah,
in
I was
any
cool.
way.
One
was
thing
content,
I will say,
I was content with it.
Acid Rap doesn't have juice, and I'm sick.
Yeah,
No, but-
because of
I know.
copyright.
But
reasons,
I was
yeah.
just about
Wait,
to
hold
say,
on, what?
go and run Juice as many times as possible. Because if you listen to it, he says he couldn't get it clear, but every time somebody plays a song, all the proceeds from that goes to like social work and stuff going on in
yeah.
Chicago.
That's right.
So he'd be like, run that song multiple times,
For
even though it
sure.
ain't on there.
Yeah.
Well,
I am kinda
also-
because I was expecting to hear Juice.
Yeah, a lot of
I
I
people
was
was
ready
trying.
for it. But y'all not about to just keep sleeping on Lil Durk album, man.
Shut up. Say
Love
something
Songs for the
again.
Streets 2 is hard.
Adam, you got glasses on. I'll come and knock them off.
I
Say
mean,
something
I
else stupid.
talked to a few other people. They said it wasn't bad, but I'm not
It's not his
gonna
best
hold you.
project.
I'm
Alright.
not gonna.
I'm a,
I never really listened to Dirk like
Yeah,
that.
I'ma
So,
say
like I
right-
said, if y'all play it around me while we out or something, I'll listen to it. But I might give it one
I'm
listen.
gonna give you 3 songs
I
to
might,
listen to.
I might get. I heard Green Light Fire. I heard the Weirdo.
Bora Bora Fire. Weirdo
Yeah.
Hoes Live.
Yeah, I heard that one's. But other than that, like, I'm
Lil
not a
Lil
Dirk
just
fan
don't
like
do-
that.
He just
Quit
So,
sleeping on it.
he just don't do
especially after that singing era he was doing. Like, I actually used to
he
mess
still
with
do
Robert.
it half-
Yeah,
half
that
and
singing
half.
stuff he can keep, bro. He
That's
can
what
keep
he got
going.
his first big hit off
it. Lil
of.
Durk is also one of the reasons why I don't think black people.
Dark and days, dark and days.
What'd you
Lil Durk is one of the examples of why I don't think that black people and blonde hair work out that well.
Leave him alone.
It looks
look
Leave
like
unless-
a
Durkio
butthead.
alone.
It looks weird, bro. His
He
hair's
got it.
weird.
He got it.
He
His
made
hair
a
is
whole
still being
song
alive right
dissing
now if y'all ain't
thoughts.
gas him up.
Hey, that song live. I'm not
yeah,
gonna
that's
lie. That one
that's
is
all I'm
live.
saying.
It's not the
I
song
need
not
52
even live.
bars of Dirk. That's
Whoa,
what I
what?
need.
The
I
song
won't.
not live. The dance just live.
No Auto Dirk not live?
Nah, that song is live. I'm
That
not
song
gonna lie.
live. I
That
don't care
song
what
do
you say.
slap.
That song slap.
That song
That
do
song-
slap.
Niggas
Slap.
told they let me scared.
Anybody got a cover in the blanket? I'm about to go to sleep in here.
Oh man,
And
you like Lil Skies? I don't want to hear
Okay,
it.
and
You
no,
always comment on
Yeah.
my little
Hold
Skies.
Yeah,
on,
you
we can do that. And you know what's crazy?
Nah,
Lil
we
Durk put
can't.
Lil Skies as one of his top 50 artists.
I
of
feel
all
like he was
time.
playing on that list because that list was damn near slow.
He said Meek
I-
Mill was his best.
He
one.
said
he-
Meek Mill was the number one.
That was
I
fair
said-
enough, but he ain't have Kendrick on it, so
No.
I got mad
He
instantly.
put J. Cole.
He got J.
on
Cole
that
on
list.
it, but he don't got Kendrick on it. So
He
hey,
like Cole more than Kendrick. in
He
the
can get
discussion.
rock bottom.
I was really shook it because he really put YBN on there. He didn't
Cordae?
say he just
he
said
like the whole
YBN.
collective.
I was like,
He said Almighty, Namir, and Cordae. Just, whoever do what.
I was
See,
like,
Almighty just trash.
Nah, he
Not
big
Mirror's
trash.
meh. And
not
Corday's
Namir just talk
good.
about guns all the time.
Namir
That's
is
live.
okay. I need.
It's
I'm
live.
just gonna be.
It's
I'm gonna just be honest, and don't at me. But if you want to at me, I don't care. Namir has not came hard since rubbing off the paint.
Yep.
For sure.
Agreed.
That's a fact.
100%
That's a lot. No,
agreed.
bounce
100%
that.
agreed.
Other than them two,
100%
no.
agreed.
Yeah, that-
honestly,
And the
and
only
bouncing
reason-
out there is only live for the beat. I ain't
Yeah.
going.
You right. No, you right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Namir. I'm like.
I don't
most
dislike Namir. I just feel like he could
people-
come a little
honestly,
harder.
he
That's
only came-
all.
The only reason he got into because he wrote TK Wave.
Yeah,
He wrote TK
he came
Wave,
in during the perfect
and then
time.
he never started his own wave. and
If
it's just
TK
like,
never
man,
went to jail, then
it
they
would've
would have been like, "Oh yeah, you a clone."
Yup.
Sap.
Yup.
They would do that
R.I.P.
designer
TK's
title.
career.
R.I.P. TK's life, dude.
Oh yeah, we ain't even
His
talking about
life
that.
is
Yeah,
over.
TK going to jail.
55
55 years.
years.
That's just for the first case.
Right.
That,
That's
I was about to
just
say
the
just
first
for the first murder.
I say he still might
Basically,
still get
just
30 off that.
We
Robert.
not- slow
we
for
not
dude.
seeing dude that. We ain't gonna see dude again.
So
The
y'all
race
can
was
stop
live,
saying
though.
y'all can stop saying free TK because it ain't
Yeah,
happening.
it's
He
not
got,
free
he got
TK.
a few live songs.
He
That's
was
why I'm
right.
gonna
He ain't
voice on
beat
it.
that case.
He did
He
not
sure
beat that
did.
case. Not
So
at
he
all.
did the race.
a little faster.
And I would
And-
still listen to Santana World to this day.
Facts.
Some songs, but that's another
None of
debate
them
for
bitch
another day.
Well, moving on. That's pretty much it for the music seg.
Yep.
So
I like
that's
Lemonade.
really what we got.
Also,
hard.
I do.
Lemonade
I'm glad that Travis or Triv Scout was able to get drugs.
I need
Try it.
Days Before Rodeo on Apple Music this year. It's about to be the 5-year anniversary, and
Why
I need
isn't
it.
It might be on there because
Is
they
it
did
because
that
it's
for
Saturday?
It's about
Best
to be
Day
the
Ever for
5
Mac Mills.
That he got
It-
drugs. You should
It's
try
not.
it.
It's
He got
not
the
5
prayer
years
on
yet,
there.
but like, I think it came out like the 18th. I just remember it was the first day of NKU freshman year
Yup,
is
it
when
was
it
around
came
that
out.
time, yup.
So
Oh, yeah, that's
I
when
just
you-
know it's gonna be around the
14.
19th. Travis, I need Days Before Rodeo on Apple Music,
Oh
and my
God,
life will be
no
complete.
cap.
God, no cup.
And we're gonna end it at that for the music segment.
Oh.
I'm gonna let Malik go ahead and kick off the sports year.
Ba-da-da, da-da-da. What up, y'all? It's your boy DJ ASAP Jubilee.
Malik
You
A.
feel me?
Stevens.
I'm dead. All right. But, so, y'all know, it's one of my favorite times of the year, NFL preseason. You know, this is where basically all the kids that's done got drafted, this is the make or break. Each week, they cut in people, like 5 or 10 people at a time
Gots
per
to
team.
go.
Because they gotta make that 53-man roster. So be on the lookout for, future rookies that we looking forward to. Dwayne Haskins, the quarterback that just got drafted from Ohio State, playing for the Redskins. He's got a lot of high praise. Daniel Jones from Duke University. A lot of people was like, well, why the Giants draft him? Y'all done seen he done been doing a little something. And yeah, a few other rookies, So yeah, be aware of that.
What team y'all looking out for the most? this
Coach
year?
for the Super Bowl next year.
That's
Coach,
caps.
you really trying to get beat up today,
The
bruh.
Colts is not going to the Super Bowl, and you know that.
First
Moving
of all, Andrew Luck is an elite quarterback, and
Andrew Luck
niggas gonna
gotta
quit
stay
playing
healthy.
with him.
Andrew
Huh?
Luck got to stay healthy.
It's not his fault. It's
It's
our
not
O
his
line.
fault.
Our O
It's
line
not his
trash.
fault. They trash.
But our O-line
Quentin
better.
Nelson
Adam
doing
just
the better
started-
the dang thing.
y'all not going to the Super Bowl.
But y'all not
Moving on.
Relax. The
No,
Bengals
I'm
not
not.
either.
I know that.
Oh,
I was-
speaking of the Bengals, they gave a donation to Dayton for the shooting. They gave him $75,000.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's good.
Good job,
That's good.
Bengals. Anyway, fuck the Bengals.
The only team that I'm going to be curious to watch is the Cleveland Browns.
I-
Only because
yeah.
they got
I
squad.
respect it. They
and I
got
want to see
squad.
what they can do.
It's still Cleveland at the end
Hey,
of the day.
shout out my boy Drew
Hey,
for being a diehard.
you say that
Browns
now and
fan.
then just wait. They
This-
might start
like
turning
I
up this year.
Like I told my dad, I'm gonna give y'all my AFC North predictions right now. It's like y'all.
You gave
Y'all-
you gave them to us already, remember?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. It's on the episode.
Uh-oh.
Is it?
Who got the receipt?
On phone them grave.
I'm pretty. It's
Is it-
not.
See,
episode
this is the
4.
part where
If it
Adam
is,
has to
if-
bring up the
yeah,
old clip of the
that's
receipt of us talking about it, and then we
I
come
don't-
back.
I
We
was-
didn't do it the
I
last
may
time.
have
Ah.
said it, but just in case y'all wasn't there for that video, I'm gonna say it again now. Boom, number one spot. I'm gonna give it to the Steelers probably.
And then you're going to say Browns and then Ravens and then Bengals.
That's exactly
I'm
what
actually
he
gonna
said.
say with Browns and Ravens are going. I feel like they're two scenarios. One, Browns and Ravens tie for second, leaving Bengals in third. Or vice versa, Browns and Bengals tie for third and Ravens take second.
No,
One of those.
I'm about to say.
I
that.
got
But-
Browns as the number 1 seed in the AFC North.
I would give them
no.
the number 2 seed.
You say number 2?
Because, I mean,
They
it's
might get a 6th-round wild card.
Pittsburgh still. I feel like Pittsburgh's still gonna be a decent threat, not a super threat like how
They don't
used
got
to be.
Antonio Brown no more.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you know who they do got?
Nope.
That man Juju Smith-Schuster, and
They
that
do.
man is a stud. Okay,
Whoa.
let me tell you something.
Pause.
Also, because we are recording this episode on Thursday. Well, now it's Thursday. Bengals' first preseason game is today against
They
the
gonna lose.
Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Stop hating so much. Ivy.
Kansas City
Such a-
gonna tap them.
Such a
Oh
negative
yeah, nah.
person.
Kansas City is definitely
I
about
give
to
my-
tap.
I know, but dang,
I
you
give
ain't got
my-
I
to.
don't like the Bengals.
You
I give
can
my
say you don't like the
respects.
Bengals, but you don't got to wish downfall on them.
hate
I
on the
give
Bengals.
my respect. I give my respect and support to the Bengals, but I'm not gonna be looking out for them just because. Every time that I try to put my faith in the Bengals, they
be
disappoint
fucking
up.
every time.
They
I
do.
just thought
They
they
do.
fired Marvin Lewis.
They
got a
did.
new coach, so they might
did.
have a chance this year.
Nah, Andy Dalton's still not the answer.
Not even
It
that,
wasn't
bruh.
that. It was the.
You
My
got,
man's
you also
AJ
got,
Green
we
got
ain't
injured.
got AJ.
Oh yeah,
for
he
6
did
to
get
8
injured
weeks.
already. He out 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Already in the
Damn.
It's slow.
preseason. No practice. He got injured in practice.
Yeah, he didn't even make it out the preseason, bro.
Bless his heart.
Yes, truly.
Literally bust his heart, bruh. I said,
That's
But
crazy.
yeah, it's a couple other notable rookies. I'm really looking forward to see what my man's N'Keal Harry do with the Patriots, because that, you want to talk about an athlete, that's an
Patriots still OP.
It's the, so I was like, you know,
They the cheat code.
whatever.
listen,
I
I
don't
already
care.
see, Tom Brady is their answer.
Y'all want to
always.
give Super Bowl predictions, or y'all like,
Nah, it's too
No,
early.
it's
I
too
just want
early.
to. I really am curious to see
I
what
did
the
see,
Browns
though,
gonna do.
Chicago
one-
to the Super Bowl.
One
I ain't
sports,
going.
I forget, it was like one sports company that put out their like who's gonna win, like who's gonna be winning the NFL and everything like that. They actually had Dallas winning the Super Bowl. That was interesting.
I seen that.
I said
Not
that's
if
interesting.
Ezekiel Elliott's
I don't
not
know.
playing,
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
but
Hey,
We gonna have to see.
but-
When do the regular games gonna start?
regular season starts usually around
Like September.
9/11. So
Second half of September into October.
Yeah, I
around
about to
that
say
time.
mid-September.
like
Yeah.
the second week of September.
Okay.
Yeah,
So yeah.
Well,
it's
we'll-
coming up soon.
Well, we gonna be looking out for that. I know Madden 20's coming out.
Yeah.
It's already out.
2K.
That's already
coming
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
2K
Get
coming
ready
out
to drop
September 6th.
$60 on another game y'all already played, y'all.
Relax. They change stuff.
Boo, 2K.
They change stuff every year, but that's what any
Boo.
video game. And the new Call of Duty beta come out September 12th.
I'm big sleepy.
If y'all want to,
Sweet.
if y'all want to,
You ain't even watched the trailer. I don't want to hear
I'm
it.
gonna
I
just
ain't
say,
either.
listen, I'm gonna just say this now.
Y'all.
I'm
If y'all want to
hibernating
see
on
me on
that.
a sports game, find me on MLB 19.
You can keep that.
I don't care.
Hey, he been going
I
hard,
like
though.
baseball,
ain't
bro.
gonna
I
lie.
know. You the only person I know that actually be playing
Emily,
MLB.
you want? Bro,
Actually, I
let me-
take that
hold
back. I
on.
know 2 people that
Let
play
me just
MLB.
so you can get my stats. I'm still in AAA, but the season's
Okay.
almost over.
Okay.
My average is 369. I got about 43 home runs hit with like over almost 120 RBIs batted in.
I don't know. What
I'm
he
a
just,
GOAT,
I just heard
and I'm a
home
first
run.
baseman.
He a
That-
live baseball
Okay,
player.
I was about to
Yes.
say. I don't. He
Yes.
started
Yes.
speaking another
I'm smacking.
language.
He's smacking shit.
All right.
Just a couple days ago, I hit not one but 2 grand slams in the same game.
I mean, I guess
See
that's how
me on
niggas
those
feel when they be
sticks.
playing a computer
wild.
in 2K and be
that's-
getting like over
that's
30,
actually
40
wild.
points on niggas. But I mean, hey,
It's
who
still-
am
I
I
don't
to
like
tell you
it's-
that?
Mark.
I don't. It's not that. It's not. And it's like I don't have anything against 2K.
You ain't played it, so you can't speak on it.
I have. Well, first of all, I
Okay.
definitely
You
was
do,
playing.
'cause your
I
brother do
definitely
got
was
it.
playing 2K16 when it was out.
I
was
be having
definitely-
me a nice warm
2K
blanket and a pillow for me when it comes to
2K16
2K.
was
I
like
be sleep.
2K16 was like the only 2K that I said that I actually played like because that was like the only one that I enjoyed.
You gotta play the new one.
No, I'm not.
You ain't
no.
missing nothing.
It got Dwayne Wade on the cover.
Well, anywho.
For $100.
Anywho,
Oh, nah, for $100 though.
It's
I
not-
got
I
understood
would get it.
It's
when,
still bucks.
if you a Dwayne Wade fan,
Oh, yeah,
I
no,
can
yeah,
understand.
Me and
it
Jay
ain't
been
just
going
the
half.
The
regular-
cover do look live though.
it
I ain't
ain't
gonna
just
lie.
the regular
The
one,
cover
it's
do look
the
live.
Miami Vice
Dude,
uniform.
look nice.
Yeah, that do
It-
look
it
live.
did look
But for
nice.
$100 off,
It's
oh
up.
nah.
Now, if you give me a signed Dwayne Wade jersey with it, then yeah,
People
we can
spend
do
$220
something.
on shoes.
I mean,
My
you
car
right.
go $210, so, look.
You right. I do. To each his own.
Yeah,
Indeed.
To each his
bro,
own at the
everything
end of the
without
day.
advice. A man without advice got a
So
secret to
we're
hide.
gonna go ahead to our last segment. I'm gonna say because sports is kind of light because I mean unless
It-
I ain't right talking
This
about
is like
baseball.
this
so
is like I mean
we gonna
yeah,
keep
it's like-
pushing.
yeah.
So Media entertainment. You know, Marvel Phase 4 was announced recently, so we got the dates or the years for the films and the TV series. So
we had a couple. There's a couple dates.
it's a couple. So
I know.
well, I don't got the exact date, but on the side I'm looking at, we got Black Widow and the Eternals for 2020. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings and Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness and Thor: Love and Thunder is all 2021. And then for the TV series, The Falcon and Winter Soldier is 2020.
Yup.
WandaVision 2021.
Yup.
Low-Key, What If, and Hawkeye is all going to be on 2021.
I think I will say because I think Eternals is like the only one that I know has a date, and the only reason I remember that is because it's your birthday.
That's live.
And it's either Eternals or that Doctor Strange. One of those two.
That's even
But-
liver if it's
But I will
Doctor
say,
Strange.
but with the Doctor Strange, this is actually gonna be because they said
They
this will
always
be-
drop a movie around
They
my
said with
birthday.
Doctor
actually.
Strange, this will be their first attempt at this will be Marvel's first attempt at a horror movie.
Yeah, I heard.
And then, I'm not gonna lie, out of all what they announced from Phase 4, my favorite is probably gonna be Blade.
Yeah.
Because unlike what people, I don't.
Yeah, I
He
mean, I
gonna
got
do
Blade
a
on
good
this
job
list.
as Blade.
Yeah, Brad gonna
He-
definitely do a good
Oh.
job.
No, I know who to
He-
do this
yeah,
voice.
he
Yeah.
gonna
Mahershala
He was
Ali,
he was doing
If
on
y'all
Luke
watch,
Cage.
if y'all seen Luke
Mhm.
Cage, y'all know
He
that man.
did a
Kyle-
great
I
job.
actually
Y'all-
messed with
y'all
dude
know.
on there. Yeah,
he gonna do good as
that's
Blade.
gonna be live.
Facts. Has
it-
everybody here seen Far From Home?
Yeah, that movie
Yeah,
was
I've seen
live.
it now.
I have not.
Shit.
Did you like Homecoming with Tom Holland? Do you like
Yes,
Tom Holland's
yes.
Spider-Man? You would like the second one. The second one's good actually.
I know. I
Well-
really do want to see it. I just haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll
It's
enjoy
actually
it.
pretty
You'll
good.
enjoy it.
It's a nice.
It's better than I thought. I thought it was gonna be average. It's actually like
Nah, I
good.
thought kind of knew it was gonna be pretty good. I was just like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
all right, but my bad.
Honestly, it exceeded my expectations because I wasn't sure what to expect with it,
Same.
and then like just to see the end result, I'm like,
Yeah.
good job. It was just a strong way to end off phase 4. It was phase 3. It was a
Pretty
strong way
much.
to end that off.
It's gonna be crazy, man.
So-
I'm already ready for the next one, but
Yup.
yeah. So that's going on. Atlanta season 4 got renewed, even though season 3 ain't even started production yet. But that just means they cooking.
It's gotta be some.
Yeah, that means FX is like, we have so much in faith, y'all. We just gonna go ahead and buy y'all.
I wonder what the theme is gonna be. If it's gonna be another theme this season.
I'm really
It
wondering that
probably-
because Robin's season was the theme for season 2, and I love how they executed that.
Everybody got
Lost
robbed of
something. Yeah, and it wasn't always materialistic. It was like values and like it was
I don't
deep,
care what
man.
nobody say. Teddy Perkins is my favorite episode from that season.
Really,
I
really
still don't
mess-
understand that episode.
I
That
mess
episode's
with the
so
Teddy
dark.
Perkins That's
What-
why I mess with it. Though.
What is that episode about?
It's basically about Michael Jackson and how he lost his childhood in a nutshell, and how that happens to a lot of child stars in a
Mhm.
nutshell.
Oh,
I
okay,
can see it.
Yep.
So
okay.
The barbershop episode be give you weak. I
that
ain't gonna lie.
episode is so.
That
and you
episode
like,
is
that's
hilarious,
just-
bro.
That reminded me. In case, just because it's a fun fact. Lion King did take the highest earning movie for the month of July when
I
it
ain't
came
even
out.
see it yet.
You
ain't missing nothing.
It earned like
Relax.
I think like
No, it's still Lion King.
one
bro,
point.
at the
Yeah,
same.
it earned a decent amount. It earned a
True.
really good amount. But
I ain't gonna
I'm
do
not pressed to see it because it's like he said, it's Lion King. Don't get me wrong. I love the cast. I love what they did, but I've seen that movie so many times.
I'll just catch it when I catch it. Like I love
Yeah.
Lion King, but I'm not
I'm
pressed
not
to see
pressed.
it right away.
I'm just not pressed.
Or Disney.
No, it's gonna be on Disney. Come on,
Yeah.
now.
Also,
They
This-
just came out with their subscription details.
yeah, you was about to say the package deal. So they offering the package deal. It's like
They about to
Hulu,
Netflix,
ESPN,
all that.
and,
They about to take
Yeah.
all that.
And Disney.
for $12.99 a month.
But the problem with the Hulu is it's the ad version.
Nah,
Yeah.
that ain't it. That ain't it.
If it
Sure.
was the adless version, then I would have dropped my Hulu subscription now and then got the Disney.
Also, I found out for people listening watching the show, if y'all need another music subscription, my manager told me that Amazon Prime, their Amazon Prime Music, for 5 people, it's like $16.
That's
That's
not
not
bad.
bad for
That's
5
not
people.
bad.
Look,
So I was just like, if y'all know, I was like, if y'all
He's
just
talking about,
give
hold
me-
on.
giving y'all them keys of advice. Because when he said, I'm like, see, well, I would hop on that. I'm still paying this $5.99 for the student Apple Music, so
I'm sorry,
cool.
mine's just expired
Oh, yours
this
is-
last month.
Dang.
They finally got me, bro. NKU, man, give me my email back, y'all, bro. Y'all, they
Oh,
took my
God.
email away, bro, because I tried to put that in. They talking about, no. I was
yeah.
like, oh, I've been
But yeah,
going 5
5
years
people
strong, bro.
for $16.
Now I gotta
about
pay the
$16.
full
He said
yard of
well,
me,
with
man.
taxes like 16 something, but
That $5
that's a
was
really good
clutch,
deal. Y'all check
man.
that out. So yeah,
Oh
let me
my
know how that is.
gosh.
Quick video game news because it wasn't much. Evo is going on right now.
Michael got food on apparently.
Oh.
There was they announced season 3 for Tekken 7. They announced season 3 or 4 for Street Fighter 5. Even though I don't know why anyone's playing that.
Nightwolf drops next week.
Yep,
for
Nightwolf
Mortal
drops
Kombat
next
11.
week, and then apparently we're supposed to be getting a Spawn trailer in the next couple days, hopefully.
On who?
Hopefully, I'm hoping because Spawn is technically the next character in the season pass to be dropped apparently.
It's Sindel. You see the list?
I think
I
They
don't
post
talk about, I'm
that
not
list.
going.
I think with the way that the hype is going, I feel like Spawn would be the better choice.
I would hope it's Spawn.
Let's see if people are still playing Dragon Ball Fighters. Janemba is the next character. The trailer for that has been released.
You remember you could get a game and it was the full game. What? No more
Yeah.
microtransactions?
Yeah, that changed. That changed with society.
That makes no sense, bro.
If for those who still play, I don't play it. Fortnite Season X. I don't know. They don't call it Season 10. Season X is out.
I heard they got
got
Transformers on there
Yeah, they
now.
got mech
I don't. Yeah, I
robots
don't. I
and
don't really
stuff.
care.
I'm
I don't really
I
care.
deleted that game.
Yeah.
What else?
I'm dead about to be on that wave with you.
Bro, you should have been
I
deleted
think
that game.
that's.
I just have it on.
Uh,
I still be getting all the updates and stuff. I'm like,
So,
bro.
Nintendo, Pokemon Sword and Shield. There's a new trailer out today with the new Pokemon forms and things like that. New team information, all that good stuff. Y'all check that out. And
Speaking
That's
of
about it.
Stuff y'all need to check out. Watch Euphoria.
Watch
like
Riverdale.
This like the 8th time. We not talking about Riverdale right now. We talking
Don't look
about
at me.
Man,
Do not look at
Oh,
me.
God.
I'm
Do
looking
not
I'm
look at me.
everybody.
not
I'm
about to-
telling y'all.
nah.
Look, I ain't.
If you
saying
I ain't got
y'all
HBO.
wrong.
Like it.
You better find a way to do it.
I don't
Slow.
got HBO
It's,
either.
I better find something.
I ain't
Y'all
paying
better
for
ask
it.
Why you think
somebody.
we still waiting on power? Because we don't got the expensive stuff.
He got a point low key.
Also,
All I'm
By the way,
saying
season
is-
6 of Power is this month. Later this month.
Anyway, all I'm saying is, bruh, y'all need to
I'm
check
with
out
you.
that show. It's only 8 episodes for the season.
That's
but
not
it's
bad.
it's a great
Ain't
8
Zendaya in it?
episodes. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's the main character. She's a high school drug addict, and that's all I'm gonna say.
oh jeez.
Yeah,
But
it,
Whoa, that
it
went
sounds
left.
dark, but you gotta watch it, bro. You gonna be
Oh
like,
jeez.
If we really gonna be talking about upcoming shows, then I don't know what other noise matters except for season 3 of 7 Deadly Sins and season 4 of My Hero Academia.
I am waiting for season 4 of My Hero. I am.
Did y'all
definitely
see
waiting for
that new episode of Demon Slayer?
Oh,
Of course.
God, wait, is
Oh, we-
19
we-
out? Is it
Nah,
okay,
nah,
okay.
Nah.
If we,
Oh, we ain't talking about anime right now.
We
We,
not.
you know what I'm saying? We
But,
ain't ready.
ready for that.
check out Euphoria.
You're
Ain't
not
ready
ready
for
for that.
That's
No,
all
no,
I'm
no.
saying.
But that's gonna wrap up this episode, y'all. We went back to
Yup.
the OG format for this one, for the one time, since we ain't done it in a while. But we will be doing other segment episodes as well, and I feel the energy going on in here.
Well,
But please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what y'all thought and everything. And y'all got any? Jake, what was your wild statement you said you was gonna claim before we close out?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we already talked about it.
Here you go.
Eat Butt
'Cause-
2019, right?
No, God, you
Oh.
are a sick
Oh.
individual.
I'm mad how
Jesus.
fast that he
He
said
said
that.
it
though.
so quick.
I thought y'all was on the wave.
No, you on that way.
That's you. That's all
Don't
you.
say y'all.
That's never.
This man here is on that
Anywho,
Ebuck wave. None of us is on that shit. but
Anywho,
him, okay?
because it was basically.
No pun intended.
It was
I'ma
basically.
eat her ass.
If y'all watch the
Damn,
trailer
she
for it,
bad.
Leroy Smith is the new original character for Tekken 7, and he is probably another prime example of black excellence in video games.
Jacob don't even play touch.
Don't-
Don't
Stevie
at me.
Wonder.
I don't play he is not. He can see.
He's blind.
He ain't blind.
Yes, he is. On Phonem Grave, he blind.
Leroy.
He got a stick.
That's a walking cane.
So we gonna ignore the fact that Malik gonna smack his head on the mic.
Wait. Is that what happened? Because like I looked at it like I thought he like I was wondering.
Watch this, man.
I thought he was like looking down at something. I didn't think he actually hit his head.
Thank
'Cause
you
I
all for
saw it out
tuning
the corner
in
of my
to
eye.
It's
another
time for us to
episode of the
clock
Fold.
out.
Oh God.
We'll catch y'all next episode.
So wait, is that what I saw it at the corner of my eye, but I didn't know what happened.